Rumors began spreading in the village. An old herbalist visited the palace gates, demanding to see the king. He claimed the kingdom was cursed. Crops began failing. Wells dried unexpectedly. Livestock refused to eat. The old man spoke of a spirit crafted by human hands, a man-made being sent to punish corruption in royal bloodlines. The king laughed at first, but fear slowly replaced amusement. Zainab continued her duties, yet her eyes now carried a quiet triumph. The prince grew weaker each day, his once strong frame thinning like dry grass. He confronted her in private, demanding answers. She did not deny it. "I was created," she confessed calmly, "by those you have hurt. I am not born of woman as others are. I was made for one purpose, to balance the scale." Her voice was neither cruel nor kind. It was simply truth. Prince Adekanmi fell to his knees for the first time in his life. He begged, not for his throne, but for his life. He had never faced consequences before. He thought power shielded him. Zainab watched him without emotion. "Redemption," she said, "requires more than tears." She told him the only way to break the curse was public confession and restitution to every woman he had wronged. The prince trembled. To confess publicly would destroy his pride. Yet death loomed like a shadow over his shoulder. After a long night of fear and reflection, he made a choice that shocked the kingdom. He stood before villagers and servants alike and admitted his sins. Gasps filled the air. Some wept, some spat at the ground in anger. As the confession echoed through the courtyard, dark clouds gathered overhead. Thunder rolled across the sky, though no rain fell. Zainab stood at the edge of the crowd, eyes glowing faintly. The markings on the prince's skin reappeared, brighter than before. For a moment, it seemed he would collapse into dust. But instead, the ground shook and the symbols dissolved in smoke. The air grew lighter. The prince gasped as strength returned slowly to his limbs. The old herbalist smiled from a distance. The balance had been restored, not through death, but through
The next morning, Zainab was gone. Her cooking pot remained, but she had vanished without farewell. Some claimed she turned into mist at sunrise. Others believed she walked into the forest and became one with the spirits. The palace felt emptier without her presence, yet strangely peaceful. Prince Adekami searched for her for weeks, but no trace remained. He carried both gratitude and shame in his heart. The housemaids who once feared him now walked the halls without trembling. The kingdom slowly healed. Crops began growing again, wells refilled, laughter returned to the marketplace. Years later, Prince Adekami became king, but he was no longer the reckless lion of his youth. He ruled with restraint and justice. He established laws protecting women within the kingdom, ensuring no royal blood could abuse power without consequence. People often wondered what changed him so deeply. On quiet nights, the king would stand beneath the moon and whisper a name carried by the wind: Zainab. He never spoke of her origins again, but he knew the truth. Sometimes, destiny does not come as an enemy with a sword. Sometimes it comes as beauty in the kitchen, smiling softly, waiting for the moment when pride meets justice. And thus, the prince who once burned like wildfire learned that even fire must bow before balance.